What if Naruto was like Broly Part 16, otherwise known as the finale? After the realization that Minato's body was taken by Orochimaru sets in, Tsunade and Jiraiya both fly into a rage at the sheer audacity of taking his body. But in the corner of the room, Naruto looked deadly calm and quiet. He was in fact talking to Kurama, who was telling Naruto everything that happened the night of the fourth Hokage's death. The night that Kurama killed his parents. Hearing all of this, Naruto asked the fox through gritted teeth why he was telling him all of this. But Kurama gave Naruto the look of true regret. He told Naruto that he should know who his parents were and why they died. He also tells Naruto that the anger held within himself is nothing compared to Naruto's rage and the power that comes from it. Hence why he has not spoke to Naruto at any point really, scared of what he'll do. Kurama can feel that Naruto's true strength is yet to be awoken. Naruto calms himself, or tries to, while talking to Kurama, and he asks him a very simple question. Can you help me get my father's body back? Kurama was speechless. After he admitted to killing his parents, Naruto wants his help. He thought he was going to try and kill him there and then. Kurama is silent for a few seconds before sheepishly saying, yes, he'll help. Naruto gives a soft smile and then charges his ki, going into his Akari state, scaring the shite out of Kurama. Naruto holds both of his hands out to his sides and shouts "Final Flash," aiming directly at the cage, destroying it and giving him access to Kurama's full power, as well as Kurama himself. The Ninetales smiles at Naruto, thanking him for his trust, and Naruto leaves his mindscape, feeling overfilled with power. He breaks the argument that everyone's having by telling them that he's going to get his father's body back, and the help of Kurama that is being held inside of him. Sorry, apparently I can't spell help. I put held. Everyone looks shocked at this statement, and Naruto explains what happened with the Ninetales inside of his mind. Kurama even switches with Naruto, speaking for himself. He tells them all about what the Ten Tails truly is, and that he'll help in any way he can to somewhat redeem himself in the village's eyes. As, well, that's needed for a while. Jiraiya smiled, thinking that his student can in fact change the hearts of anyone he meets, even someone so filled with hate. Sakura grabs Naruto's hand, looking up at him with tears in her eyes after hearing about his parents, and they just share a hug that puts them both at ease. However, while this was happening, in a barren wasteland, the Akatsuki, along with Orochimaru, summoned the Gedo statue, and Orochimaru had a Shinigami mask on, doing the ritual to release the soul of Minato Namikaze. After the ritual is done, one of the pains throws Orochimaru into the King of Hell to completely restore him, healing the large cut that was now in his stomach. Orochimaru uses Edo Tensei and brings back the fourth Hokage under his control, and forces him to weave the hand seals, releasing the Ninetales from his seal and from his body. Obito puts the Ninetales under Genjutsu, just like he did all those years ago when the fourth died the first time, and then proceeds to let the Gedo statue absorb him, recreating the Ten Tails monstrosity. The entire earth shakes due to the immense chakra that comes from the beast, as it runs around frantically going into a rampage, taking its anger out on nearby villages and mountains. Obviously, this doesn't go unnoticed, and some of the combined forces of every village makes its way towards the unstoppable power. When the ninja forces get there, the Ten Tails, now being controlled by Obito, who ripped the eyes out of Nagato and sticking them in his own face, this time taking both Rinnegan. Because, well, let's face it, he might not have enough chakra in the meantime, but he's literally putting them in to control it. That's all. The Ten Tails had created hundreds of clones to fight off the incoming forces. By the time Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura get to the battlefield, all they see is countless dead ninja sprawled all over the place. Blood covered every stone, and in the centre was Obito, who had turned completely white for some reason. Kurama tells Naruto that he thinks he may have become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. In fact, due to the fact that he has two Rinnegan, he may have become the perfect Jinchuriki. While all this goes on, Sasuke sees Itachi, who was on his last legs due to fighting and the chakra sickness in its last stages. Sasuke walks over to his long lost brother, ready to kill him once and for all, but is slightly shocked when Itachi just smiles up at Sasuke, telling him he has grown strong. He then puts Sasuke under a genjutsu in order to stretch out time and tell him everything about the massacre, and that the person who was behind it was Danzo. All this information that gets told by Itachi changes Sasuke's thoughts on his older brother, just enough for Sasuke to think of him as family once again. Itachi pulls him out of the genjutsu and hands him a kunai as well as his eyes. He tells Sasuke that now he knows the truth and hopefully sees him as a brother again, killing Itachi with his own hands should give him the same eyes as what he did, the Mangekyo Sharingan. And after the transformation is complete, implant Itachi's eyes into himself, he will gain the eternal Mangekyo. Sasuke, for the first time in a long time, starts crying over his brother as he plunges the kunai into his heart, finally putting that nightmare behind him. Sasuke's eyes start burning and searing with pain before morphing into the pattern of the MS. Sasuke, even though he's in a lot of pain, stumbles back to Sakura and extends his hand, showing Itachi's eyes to her. He tells her everything that Itachi said, and saying that he needs this power if he's going to put the history of the Uchiha behind him once and for all, and bring Danzo to justice. Sakura nods at the request and implants Itachi's eyes into Sasuke, once again changing the pattern into the eternal Mangekyo. He can feel the new power of his eyes flowing through him, and knowing that he'll need all the strength he can muster at this point, he draws the nature energy from the curse mark and enters Sage Mode. Team 7 stand together once more and rush in, with Sasuke and Sakura taking out the Ten-tailed clones, and Naruto going after the biggest threat on the battlefield, Obito. One by one, the clones get destroyed, and with more of the shinobi forces arriving, they were little more than pests. Naruto and Obito, however, were going back and forth in a very heated fight. Naruto's fighting spirit rising, finally finding someone who can give him a real challenge. After several hours of straight fighting, Obito gets tired of it and sees his chance at making the God Tree and using Infinite Tsukuyomi. He sees that Naruto occasionally leaves the fight to protect Sakura, so he must have a deep relationship with this woman. Obito proceeds to create a spear out of one of the Truth Seeker orbs and sends it straight towards Sakura, aiming right for her heart. Naruto sees this and rushes towards his lover to save her and manages to push her out of the way. However, he was a little bit too slow. The spear didn't go through her heart, but it did puncture through her lung, making it collapse on impact. Naruto holds Sakura as she was coughing up blood, crying over her body, cursing himself for not being able to save her. Why was he always so damn slow? But Sakura simply smiled up at Naruto, telling him that the length of someone's life doesn't matter as long as the years you have are good. And with you, Naruto, they were amazing. She thanks Naruto for all their time together before finally passing on to the Pure Lands. Everything goes quiet inside Naruto's mind, except for a low growl coming from Kurama and the faster heartbeat of Naruto. Naruto takes off his headband and tears a piece of cloth from his clothes, soaking up some of Sakura's blood and wrapping it around his head. In one final moment of lucidity, he screams to Sasuke to get everyone out of there. Sasuke looked back, and what he sees made his blood run cold. The rage inside of Naruto had reached its boiling point, and now mixed with the anger of the Nine Tails, was ready to explode. Sasuke frantically ran to Sakura's body, taking her away, and told Ino to contact everyone and tell them to get away right now. After a few seconds, everyone started running away, except Naruto, who was walking towards Obito, making the earth shake with every step. Obito looked at Naruto, berating and mocking him for not looking after the person he loved. But his cockiness and overconfidence goes away when he hears Naruto's bloodlusted roar as he starts growing in size and he starts glowing yellow. Wait, not yellow, green. With one final scream, Naruto's transformation is complete and he has finally unlocked his Super Saiyan form. Obito, in a final ditch effort to survive, absorbs the newly formed God Tree, giving him the Rinne Sharingan in his forehead. But none of that mattered. Naruto made up his mind when he killed the woman he loved. Obito would die here and now. Naruto punched Obito again and again and again, pummeling him to the ground, each strike feeling like a meteor hit, and never slowing down. In fact, the hits sped up. Blood sprayed everywhere because of this beating, and even Obito's regeneration as the new Sage of the Six Paths couldn't keep up with this new power. Even though Obito was all but defeated, Naruto wasn't going to stop until every part of this bastard was erased. Naruto grabbed Obito by the neck, crushing his windpipe, and throwing him into the sky. Then Naruto's eyes regain their pupils as he pulls one hand back, creating an orb of highly dense ki, then throwing up at Obito while screaming Final Spirit Cannon. I've got to put Bardock's moving there, I'm sorry. Everything grows quiet after the death of Obito, and Naruto falls out of his Super Saiyan form. Kurama pulls Naruto into his mindscape and tries to comfort him in some way. Kurama tells Naruto that Sakura's death wasn't in vain, and you must honour her memory. This world needs to protect her, and Naruto, that's you. Naruto looks towards Kurama, giving him a smile, and then leaves the mindscape, without saying a single word. Sasuke, who was watching from the sidelines, runs towards Naruto, grabbing him as he falls to the floor, not knowing what to say, but Naruto already knows what he's thinking, and asks where Sakura is. Sasuke walks Naruto to her body, and Naruto picks her up teleports back to the village with her. Using his ki, he blasts a hole into the ground and lies Sakura's body into it before covering it back up. He then creates a huge stone monument of her and places it on top for the person's sacrifice that brought victory for the shinobi world. Years go by after the war, and peace has spread through the world. Ninja villages had settled their differences and had prospered due to it. Sasuke had taken the role of the Hokage, and Danzo was in prison under the watchful eyes of Jiraiya and Kakashi. Tsunade had become the matron of the hospital, teaching all medical ninja her own techniques, and most of them learning how to use the Byakugo seal, so the 100 healing mark as well. Naruto, on the other hand, spent most of his days meditating, along with Kurama, waiting at Sakura's grave for any other threats like Obito. Every day, without fail though, Sasuke and Jiraiya would visit him, talking about their childhoods and how Naruto had brought peace to the world. And most of all, every day having a drink to Sakura's memory. Several more years pass, with everything staying the same. But on this day, Naruto could feel a huge chakra about to break into this dimension. Similar to Obito's chakra, after absorbing the Ten Tails and proclaiming himself as the Sage of the Six Paths. Knowing that this is a threat, a major threat that only Naruto's been able to deal with, Naruto teleported there and forced the two intruders back through the portal. And to make sure nothing like this ever happens again, Naruto turns Super Saiyan and follows, going in the portal, ready to destroy them all, for this world and for Sakura. I hope you all enjoyed this series, and for those who have been here since the start, thank you for your support, and I'm sorry it took a while for this to come out. I'm not going to say that I'll never revisit this version of Naruto again, because there is always room for more. I mean, if you've listened to any story ever, there's always room for more. But if you like this part and this series, please consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure to hit the bell to not miss the next one. But with all that being said, I'll see you later. Bye.